Night, everybody.
See you guys later. Hey everybody, what you're about to see is on August 8, 2008, Lawrence Wollersheim is going to be speaking about basically ideas how to form together and make Scientology come to its knees. Anonymous is on the yacht with some ex-Scientologists like myself, attorneys, and other people that he has a whole plan to deal with. It's about 40 minutes long altogether, so you'll probably see 4 to 5 different clips of the whole thing, so that's what you're going to be watching. I'll see you guys soon.
Go. Can you put up the first slide?
Nuts.
Nuts.
Hold on. We had this worked out.
There we go.
All right.
Tell me when you're going to start so we can start.
All right. Let's start. This is just a welcome screen. Nothing really significant on it.
Arlene, whatever.
Arlene. Okay. Dyslexia strikes again, Bart.
We should edit that part of
It's necessary to have a couple of disclaimers because this thing is going to go out everywhere. Scientology's lawyers are going to scrutinize it with a fine-tooth comb. And so, everything you see in here are either the opinions of FactNet or the opinions of anybody who expresses their opinions. And in this country, opinions are still sacred. FactNet supports and endorses only peaceful, legal, creative, and fun methods of education and social activism. Let's go to the next screen. This is an important one. While there are many things that FactNet cannot endorse or support within the ideas and practices of Anonymous, FactNet is absolutely compelled to recognize the value, recognize the value and the tremendously effective and important contributions that Anonymous has made and continues to make in their creative, peaceful, and legal protests and other legal actions against Scientology. You guys have done an incredible job, and you need, I feel, unequivocal recognition for what you're doing in those areas.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, without hesitation.
All right.
Anything presented here tonight is within the context of those disclaimers, and all the ideas that are being presented are in dialogue or discussion format. There's nothing here that has an authoritarian structure. It's very open source, very peer-to-peer, and it's a dialogue process. And what we're trying to do is throw out some ideas. And why don't we go to the next screen? We should talk about what we want to do tonight. There is one variable. I don't know when these special guests are calling in. One had bought a plane ticket and was going to be here, and a last-minute emergency came up. So when they call in, we'll pretty much just take the call, and if that's okay with you. But I had thrown out some ideas. We wanted to do a very surprising Anonymous award, not quite what you think it's going to be. You can eat delicious cake.
Nom, nom, nom.
Eat delicious cake seems to be popular. There'll be a couple of introductions, some people as they appear. Some people are driving from different parts and they called me and they're late. Some very interesting people if they get here. I wanted to do a very short presentation on the Reformation of Scientology. And it's based on 30 years of my experience plus my allies who've been doing this for a long time. And it's kind of the culmination of maybe here's some ideas that could make this even more fun. Question and brainstorming time if you want it, dance and party, food, whatever. Anybody have any way they want to do this? Any suggestions?
Wing it.
Wing it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's always worked better for us.
Why don't we do then the Anonymous Award? We have 2 awards. Actually, there's 2 types of awards. There's the Anonymous Award, recognition, and then there's some recognition for some FACnet staff, which is different. And let me just read this off. The first one is to the members of Anonymous San Francisco. Not any one individual, but the collective, the network, all of you together. Never in its 50-year history has any one group done as much as the Anonymous group to bring the light of international attention onto the human rights abuses of the world's most destructive cult, Scientology. Their brave, peaceful, and legal global protests and other actions have inspired more ex-Scientology members to begin speaking out than ever before. While there are many things that FACnet cannot endorse or support within the ideas and practices of Anonymous, we are compelled to recognize the value and the tremendously effective and important contributions that they have and they continue to make with their creativity, peaceful, and legal protest actions. So everybody in San Francisco, I mean, you guys are amazing. You really are. Absolutely. Now, we couldn't just recognize the San Francisco group because this is going on all across the world. And this, I'm not going to repeat the same dialogue I did with you guys, but the second certificate of recognition from FACnet is for Anonymous worldwide. And these things look like this, but now I need to show you something very unusual. Hang on a second. What you're going to do is, can you open this up?
Cover your faces if you don't want to be.
Yeah, cover your faces. All right. Now. I honor the culture and the great things that you're doing, and I'm learning, and so is FACnet, on how to be a... We're not friends, we understand that. But to be in the network, so to speak, in the unity. So let's go to the next slide. Actually, I'm going to save these for when these other people arrive. There's some that are personal, but they're FACnet related to people in our organization, because this is co-sponsored by FACnet tonight. What this evening is not an effort to use or control Anonymous or use its members in any way. You guys know you're totally uncontrollable anyways. Not only that, the ex-Scientologists, most of them are completely uncontrollable because they've been victimized by an authoritarian, high-control cult. And the last thing these people want is an authority, a leader, a boss, any of those things. And in some ways, the FACnet culture, in that aspect, is very similar to yours. People emerge, they act, they merge back into whatever they were doing. They may never appear again, or they may appear months or years later. And I've been used to this kind of work for years. So there's a real parallel. Nobody is in control. Nobody's a leader. It just doesn't happen in the work that I do. FACnet only seeks to share information and resources and collaborate regarding reforming Scientology to stop its human rights abuse and censorship practices. And I'll talk a little bit about it as we go along. This is important. We are likely to make lots of typical new cultural mistakes with the Anonymous group, and we ask your patience. We're liable to stick our foot in our mouth on more than one occasion, and I have done so already, and I'm here to learn from you guys, because you guys are doing something that we didn't think of. You guys are doing it better than anybody's ever done it before, and I need to sit and listen. Want to flip to the next slide? Reforming